Kindle chat, here we go. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this video all about my Kindle. Today I'm going to talk about how to use a Kindle, maybe some tips and tricks, and how I use my Kindle to have the best possible reading experience ever. This is my Kindle. Say hi. It doesn't have a name, it's just Ace Kindle. That's what I called it. And this is the case I've got on with some stickers on the back. They're not actually stuck down, they're just kind of held there by the case. And this is a Kindle 10th generation, I'm pretty sure, but let me just double check that. Yeah, so this is a Kindle 10th gen. It's an older Kindle. It is an older Kindle, but it does have 6.23 gigabytes of storage, which is a lot. It's basically, as far as I'm aware, thousands of books worth of space in this little thing, and I feel like that is amazing. I'm gonna try and get the camera to record my hands now and I'll talk over it, so see you guys in a bit. Okay, so this is my Kindle. Here's a close-up, and it's got the charging place here, a little light here where if it's orange then it's charging, if it's green it's fully charged, and here's a button which you turn it on with. So I press the button and I swipe. So we've got the home page. This is where you get a bunch of book recommendations based on your reading, and yeah, some of these are probably for money. So you can press on, oh, update and love that. So you can press on any one of these books and then you can see how much it's for, and you can press buy, which means it's going to take it off your main Amazon card, and then it's in your library. So if you go to your library, so we've got home, library, and then this is your current read. So you go to your library. You can arrange this in many different ways. So mine is currently sorted into collections, but you can just view all the books, which means it just shows all the books that you own. So if it's from Kindle Unlimited, it will say Kindle Unlimited on it. So Kindle Unlimited is a subscription service where you borrow books and you read it for free and then you can return it. So in terms of organizing, so I do have it in collections and I sorted it into these different folders. So I like to sort things by genre, by TBR, and if there's a book that I don't have in any of these, it's in uncollected. So for me, my Audible is linked, and that's why that's here. You can also use a bunch of filters to narrow it down for if you only want to read books that don't need Wi-Fi, download it, unread, read, books, documents. You can have a bunch of stuff on here. When you're looking at downloading a book, you just click on it, and with each book you can do a bunch of things with it. You can mark as read, you can download, and once it downloads you can read it offline, so even when the Kindle is not connected to the internet you can read it. And you can add it to the collection, so if I want to add it to my fanfic collection then I'll press it here and then save. You can also search for any book and say The Housemaid. It does come up, and as you can see this is in Kindle Unlimited, so it's part of my subscription. So for Kindle Unlimited books, it does just say read now, or if you want to buy it, you can actually buy it over here. Okay, so in the middle here's your current read. So the reading experience, this is backwards, this is forwards. You can highlight things if you hold on to it, and you can also get a definition for it, or you can highlight, leave a note. And if you click on top, you can get all this. So that's moving around in the book, and here is the font. So here you can customize how you want your Kindle to look when you are reading. So you can customize the theme, the font. It can be bigger text, bold text, different kind of fonts. You can customize the layout, orientation. So I could be reading a landscape if I wanted to. Alignment, spacing, margins. You can do a lot with it. So your read in progress, there's a bunch of things that it can show you. So time left in a chapter, time left in a book, location in book, or none. So you don't actually have to go into settings for this, but this thing at the bottom, if you click it, it can change. So that shows the location. That doesn't show anything. Time left in a chapter and time left in a book. But you can also just change it over here in the settings. You can also show clock while reading. That is at the top there. I freaking love this. I only recently found this out and I love seeing the actual time. And you can also see what other people highlighted. So if there's he glared at her, if a lot of people highlighted that, it will have underlined that. And you can also do a bunch of things with words you find unfamiliar and add things to it, and dictionary and so on, if you want to increase your vocabulary. What is this? Oh, cool. So that's the whole reading experience. This is more easy skipping to the next chapter, popular highlights. This is more for books that you don't add to your Kindle yourself. So if you buy a book in the shop or download it from Kindle Unlimited, that's probably going to be here. For me, there's none for this because this is a fanfic that I download myself and add it to my Kindle. You can also bookmark things. You can bookmark it, and oh my god. And then you can take it away. And you can also search. And then ... vocabulary finder, settings, and sync. So this is your settings. You can go to it from your book, or you can go to it, pulling this down, and settings. There's also aeroplane mode, Bluetooth, and sync, and you can adjust your brightness as well. I know some people have dark mode as well. My Kindle is a bit too old for that, but there is that option on a lot of Kindles. So as you can see, there's a bunch of options. You can, here in device info, you can find out what generation your Kindle is, and also you can name it. So as you can see, mine is just Ace Kindle. You can also date and time, you can adjust here, software updates, languages, and so much more. You can set it for a sleep timer as well. It goes off after a certain number of minutes, which is pretty good if you tend to read your Kindle before bed and you fall asleep while reading. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about relating to my Kindle is how you actually download books to your Kindle that you didn't buy on Amazon. So if you link your Kindle to your Amazon account, which you usually would because it's an Amazon device, when you buy a book on Amazon, it goes straight to your Kindle. However, if you buy a book from an author, like their author's website, or if you just download a fan fiction from AO3 and you want to read it on your Kindle, you usually have to get your Kindle email address and email it to the Kindle email address, sync it, and then it shows up on your Kindle. So in terms of where you find your Kindle email address so you can send things to yourself. So you go to the Amazon website, you go to your account and your device, and then your devices, and then your Kindle should be there. And if you click on it, it should show an email for your Kindle, a bunch of letters, numbers, characters at kindle.com. And if you send an EPUB file to that email address, it's going to show up on your Kindle as a book. So you can send actually a bunch of file types to your Kindle, but EPUB or PDF is usually how you'll get your Kindle books. But you can also send Word files or even images apparently. I've never tried, but apparently there's an endless of possibilities. And that is it from me and my Kindle for this little video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any other questions, do feel free to leave them down below. I do know my Kindle is a bit of an older version and there's a lot of newer ones out there with a bunch more features. But this is what I got, and I do a lot of people start out with older versions just to get a feel for how a Kindle works and if they actually like reading on a Kindle. I hope you take something from this video and see you guys next time.